welcome to another Troublemaker Plays, and I'm back with Age of Conan. I've actually been looking forward to doing this for pretty much the week. Little known, Age of Conan was actually one of my favorite games to get released, and I played the shit out of this game. There were barely any quests in the original Age of Conan, and you know, I grinded my entire way to max level. So there's two guys. Just use my AoE spell. That was not very good. So yeah, Age of Conan. Originally, when it was marketed as a skill thing. Like, you have to be really, really good to play this game. And these little controls here are actually testaments to it. There used to be some manual blocking stuff in the game, where you'd have to manually block all attacks, and then manually throw punches and kicks and stuff. And that's basically gone now. You don't need that anymore. So I'll keep everything. I'll keep a basic attack, but the rest of it go. And yeah, that was actually pretty cool stuff. It made the game such that a person who was really good at blocking could really dominate the game. And they did. And that was unfortunate with the problems. The game had actually attracted a pretty big casual basis from WoW and whatnot, who just weren't finding enough casual material stuff from WoW, and it didn't pan out. These casual players went elsewhere when they ran out of stuff to do. But now the game's pretty good for casual players. It's got insanely high amounts of content now, and like everything about this is pretty awesome. And this bitch is following me, and she's just not helping. Just little things like this I don't really like about the game. But now that it's a full leveling experience, I can actually enjoy it quite a bit. The game does feature a lot of stuff. A lot of the quest dialogue is full dialogue with voice actors and whatnot, and yeah, the lore is actually pretty good too. You're going to enjoy it. So, and this is just one quest I'm doing here. I have to enter this jungle and then kill the slave master. So it's like a dot now or something? No, it's still an AoE attack. And now I'm level 3. So in this little jungle thing I've done, I've moved up good 2 levels. Wow, this music is loud. I guess that's like my epic music when I'm supposed to be fighting these big villains. Big epic lab music pops up because this dude was no slouch. That was somewhat of a slave master. So, well, let's go to my loot. Crouch. Yes, that's exactly what I want to do. How do I get to my inventory again? Is it I? Yeah, it's I for inventory. So what do we have here? I have a broken bottle equipped. Can I equip this? You cannot use this item. Why not? Requires level 5 superior. We'll put on my thick cap and put on my greasy belt. I'm only level 4, so I have to get a level and then I can put on this new weapon. Seems there's competition. This is kind of the stuff you like seeing in games, where one group of NPCs is actively attacking another group of NPCs in plain sight. This is fantastic. This means that there's actual AI, actual factions, things that are going to understand each other. So I'm just burning through AoE spells. I let these guys attack a little bit, and now I can kill off these guys quite a bit. Picts are actually one of the big tribes in Age of Conan, or at least in the movies and the books. I'm not sure how much you've read or watching any Conan stuff, but Conan the Barbarian is basically one of these sort of hero villains. The guy is a brute. He doesn't care about anything revenge, and that's actually why people like this dude. Took this guy's nose bone. Age Conan is actually, if you actually watch the movie, actually watch it. It's brutal. The new one's brutal, but I'm talking about the old Arnold Schwarzenegger one. That's a brutal movie. Lots of blood, lots of guts, lots of glory. And all the while, you have Conan, like, you know, grabbing the bitches and the babes and, like, being a barbarian. And, I mean, it's a good thing that the director had full sway on it, because otherwise it would not have been allowed to get through. There's so many scenes of these movies, they always want the cutout. And one of the big ones is the scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger is sitting down with all these women, mauling them, you know, grabbing them, touching them, all this stuff. And, yeah, he's supposed to be a hero. And so, originally they wanted to remove the scene because it didn't make him look too much like a traditional hero. And that's actually the point. Conan isn't your typical hero. Conan's almost a hero villain, and one of the first guys. He's a guy who, you know, gets his own. Of course, Conan the Barbarian would actually not be too big a deal if not for the kind of reference it comes from. Conan the Barbarian was originally a comic book. The name of the comic book company, I can't remember for the life of me, but it is a unique thing because it comes from the 70s. I know you, Slayer, you wield the lash for the cursed ship.
It seems the gods smile upon Sadur this day. I thought I was the only one to survive, but it seems some of my property was spared. Come, I'll clamp irons around your throat and put you to work, slave.
Look like you lost away with the bear.
A creature, some kind of beast, but it's no matter. The gate here is locked, and that demon guards the key in the ruins nearby. Come, we must be swift. While it feasts upon your flesh, I'll take the key and make my way to the city. Are you ready?
No, Sadur, it will be my pleasure to be your death, you son of a whore.
You would die if you tried to taste that pleasure. Sadur is a practical man. He will make you a promise. If you survive the demon's feast, he will take you to Portage and sell you there. Is that not fair, slave?
Your days of dealing in flesh are over. Come and die, Sadur.
Brave words from one who has worn a slave's chains. The shame of servitude finally overcame your cowardice, did it? But tell me, is it not better to live as a slave? Fight me, and your bones will bleach under the Brachian sun. Kneel now, and I will forget this play acting of you possessing a backbone.
Maybe I need to do this with a barbarian voice. I kneel to no man. Now pray to your gods, for you're about to meet them.
You knelt many times, dragging the oar at my order, obeying whenever commanded. But though you bear the mark, and are worth much to me, Slave Master Ulrich despises troublesome property. You will not sacrifice yourself to the demon? Time to die, slave. The great serpent shall judge your worthless soul in the afterlife.
Boss fight time. Cue the epic music. So yeah, I was saying, Conan the Barbarian was a little more than just any old little novel. It was one of these first graphic adult comic books that had tits, violence, gore, blood, sex, adult themes. And today they're really common. every comic book movie you see coming out now is like one of these types of books. But at the time, it was really uncommon and pretty unheard of. Can I actually use this now? Cannot use level 5 enchanted. Cannot use level 5 superior. Why can't I ever use anything in this game? Just gonna have to keep with my bottle. Can I unlock this gate now? I have to find the key first. No, I gotta find the key first, okay. Yeah. And because it was the first, that makes it huge. Like, if you're the first at anything, that is mega. The Watchmen was a great movie. I really enjoyed it. But Watchmen is a comic book that comes out, 20, 30 years after Conan the Barbarian did it first. And to that regard, Watchmen, although great graphic novel, great movie, not nearly as important as this one, and never will be. It's the main reason why Conan the Barbarian can actually have its own MMO. The comic book series has just been along way too long. It has so much lore built into it. And you have little things like, look at these little pics. How great the detail is. They have the face paint of the pics, they have the weapons, they have the, like, look at their noses. They have little sticks in there. And this is all, this is not a game of goblins. This is a game of humans. It's all based on, a sort of reality. And that's a big reason why this game was so much more successful, initially at least, than a lot of MMOs that came out. It definitely beat Warhammer Online. I have published an article pretty extensively to explain why Age of Conan specifically failed. A lot of it relates to the fact that the game wasn't ready for launch. It was pumped out a little bit early, just for the sanctity of staying competitive with Warhammer, which is kind of ironic because target that range. A little bit ironic because most people would think that they should have stayed in competition with WoW, who are the kings of the MMO market. Then and now. Kind of wish that my fireball had a little bit of dot. Made a huge mistake there and left a pretty low health target up. So yeah, just making my way towards some kind of beast to get a key to Tortage. I can't remember if Tortage actually even appears in any of the films. It does appear in the comic books. I think it might appear shortly. There's a moment where Conan leaves with a group of men to a bar. What's this plus? You reached level 5. Okay, that's not helpful. They hang their own people. Look at this. These are all picks being strung up. I guess they must be traitors of some sort. It's a very brutal scenario. Yeah. This is a much easier intro scenario to the original. In the original game, you didn't get all 8 spells, so I got a new spell. Rays of Flame. Cell scenario effect. What's this do? Okay, so it has a circle of fire around me. That's pretty neat. I've never actually played a Demonologist before, so yeah. I've always wanted to because they seem kind of neat. You get interrupted because you haven't trained casting concentration. It's like the game wants to tell me something. I haven't done any damage to these guys yet, and I'm getting pissed. I might just die here. In fact, I probably will. I gotta run away from these guys. Got too many of them, and one of them has an interrupt. And interrupt, as you probably know, are pretty brutal to any caster class. Okay, so I just take care of these archers instead. Oh my god, they interrupt too? Are you kidding me? Jesus Christ. Alright. Gonna run away again. up some loot. So I guess it's these archers that are interrupting me, and that's gonna be pretty brutal. At least my health regenerates pretty fast, but still, that's pretty friggin' brutal. So yeah, Age of Conan free to play. There is an item shop, and there are quite a bit of items in there. Most of them are what we call DLCs, downloadable content, and this will offer you a lot of stuff. Most prominent is the ability to do dungeons. So I guess I have to melee these dudes down. Guess I shouldn't have deleted my melee move so fast. Use this move, Wave of Flame. Not that effective. It is an area effect spell, so I can't expect too much. Alright, Mauler. It's your turn. It's this here. Fatality. Okay, he died pretty fast. Okay, so now we're approaching the beast. Oh god, he's got guardians. Epic move time. Come on. Wave of flame. All die before me. These guys are gonna kill me. Alright, so yeah. That was not the greatest moment of my life. So, in most games you kind of just run to your corpse. This one has respawns, and so I'm kind of respawning over here. It's not too far. Your respawns are generally pretty good. I think they fixed the problem. These be just like odd respawn points, where you just kind of respawn in the middle of nowhere, and you'd have no way. Like, a lot of times they'll make be a mountain face that you can't climb over. So you spend, 45 minutes to an hour to walk around. But I think they fixed that problem by having more respawn points. So that epic battle I was not quite prepared for. I'm nowhere near leveling, so I can't really grind anything to kind of pick it up. So kind of have to find some tactic with the demonologist to deal with these. I played a bear shaman, and with the bear shaman you just kind of beat the crap out of these guys. But I don't really know. This is also a brand new starting zone as well. Okay, I can pull these one at a time. That's a much better way of doing this. Yeah, this whole starting zone is actually brand new. They pretty much rebuilt the game like top down. Just cause, in truth, I mean, as much as I like the game was a heaping pile of crap for the majority of people. Flames, burn. Punch you down, punch you down. Yeah, the game wasn't actually that great. It had too many, I guess, skill-based things in it, and that was kind of problematic because the majority of the MMO community, and there is an MMO community, a community that just plays MMOs, they weren't really into skill-based stuff. They prefer having these like clicky buttons. There actually was never a point where you could actually target people, which is also another problem. Instead, what you got was you have to use your mouse to aim things. So I put my mouse over here, and I click a button, and then I'd aim. And there's also little things like if you're closer to the head, you do more damage. If you hit for the legs, like there's a lot of graphical interface for this. So if you just hit the arm, blood would splash out of the arm and whatnot. It was actually pretty cool, but just too freaking hard. Right, I guess this is the key, which I will be looting as my prize for my epic battle down. The key is mine. Can I equip this? I guess I equip this. It's dexterity. I don't know if I actually need that stat. I assume there's some kind of spell power type stat in this game that would help me. Dexterity is usually kind of a crit chance type stat. Did I get some shoes? I just got some shoes. I'm a pimp. I'm a pimp with my shoes. Okay, those are sandals, and I'm not much of a pimp. One of the nice things about this game is that you don't have to make really beautiful looking gear. I'm a barbarian. This is what a barbarian looks like. You wear very little clothing. You run around in like little Punjab thingy here. Like, this is being a barbarian. And the barbarian kings, well, they just kind of wore these big giant woolly things on top of all this stuff. So not much of an improvement. So this makes it really easy for the designers. So I will be ending my epic quest here with the gate open. And next week we will be seeing the city of Tortage. Thank you again for watching. If you enjoy what you've seen, please make sure to subscribe, and definitely visit my website, troublmaker.com, where I'll have articles and all sorts of fun stuff. Once again, thank you for watching, and have a great day.